Oh, hello! I'm Tom Bombadil, and welcome to my enchanted forest of podcasting. Why don't you come dance round the fire with these two jolly fellows, Red and Water? They're sure to give you some fabulous entertainment. Let's go see what they're up to today.
Hello, and welcome to a very special episode of the Redwater Show. If you're watching this on YouTube, you may notice something different than the usual crappy logo that I made in like 20 minutes in Photoshop. Yes, my pal Red. He made it to San Francisco to do a special show with me.
Yes, I'm here, and my face is actually on the internet now. That's
yeah, both of our faces. My face was on it in our Full Little Panic Abridged. Do you recall episode? Well,
sort of.
In episode 8, where I had that thing where I was making fun of no whacking, sort of, you know.
Oh,
Where I was like, there are gay jokes everywhere. Why didn't you tell me I was an asshole?
Oh yeah,
you remember that?
Yeah, I don't. I remember the audio, but not the video part.
It was using an old webcam. This is believe it or not, our good webcam. My old webcam, I don't even think I even have it anymore. It's like 10 years old, and I used that, and I like turned it so it was all blurry. Like I turned the focus so it was out of focus because I didn't want people to see my face because I was too ugly back then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you've been adorable all the time. Come on.
Oh, you're so kind.
Oh, but
oh, and then your face wasn't quite shown because you had the what's that thing called again? The lol face.
Oh yeah, I had
video.
Osmo. I had the
Osmo.
Osmo.
Yeah, Osmo. So yeah, you can do it. Oh boy. Mm-hmm. We don't have a whole lot of stuff planned for today, but I'm sure we'll have plenty to talk about.
Yeah, I literally just walked in the door and he yanked off my pants, and now I'm here.
Yeah, his pants are gone, and so are mine. Completely gone.
As far as you know.
So, what have we got in the show today? Well, you convinced me we had to do Yahoo Answers, because that's...
Come on, that's our bread and butter. That's our staple.
So, I did pick out some Yahoo Answers while I was playing Skyrim. I stopped playing Skyrim a little bit to go pick out some Yahoo Answers. Mm-hmm. Keep in mind that I was playing Skyrim last night, too, and I should have been doing homework. But,
come on. You gotta love the Vikings and the Norsemen and
the dragons.
The dragons everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, it's I love it.
So,
I wish I was playing Skyrim right now.
We'll play Skyrim soon, buddy.
Okay. Brought my laptop, although it's not installed.
Oh yeah, I'm so sad. And I don't have the installer files here, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, you could back it up.
I could try. We'll see how it goes. Then again, you also wanted me to read over your essays and stuff. So.
Oh, that piece of shit. Yeah. Yeah, maybe later.
Maybe later.
But for now, we've got a show that kind of requires the video shtick.
Yes, we do. Okay, so I told the story last week, right? Mm-hmm. I was looking for knee-high soda, and I think I sent you to look for it, but you don't.
I couldn't find it. The weirdest one I could find is Kickapoo.
Yeah,
and
I've had that before, and it's not that weird. So
yeah.
So I went to I can't remember the company, but I'd like to pimp them because they're awesome. This was around Halloween, and they even had this thing on their website where you could color this picture, and if you brought it in, you could get a free goodie bag. So both my girlfriend and I got these pictures and colored them in with crayons, and it was oh, well, you're the first ones to ever do that. And I was like, okay. And so he basically gave us our choice of 6 saltwater taffies each. Basically.
Dude, that's awesome.
And they were expensive saltwater taffies. They were really good. But I ended up getting a 12-pack of sodas, and these are the last 6, and the 6 weirdest that I could find. I basically went and tried to find the weirdest sodas they had, and they had hundreds varieties of soda.
And what are these flavors of soda, by the way?
Should we introduce all of them at once?
Yeah, you go first.
So, on my side, I have the safe wussy sodas.
Sort of.
Sort of. This is probably the most normal one. This is, I don't know if you can see it.
Kind of in the middle right here.
Coca-Cola. Yes, indeed. And if you might not be able to... Strong cola taste. And I'm sure they meant to write strong cock taste, but it's probably a typo.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure they meant to say... Mm-hmm. It's a dickin' good time.
Indeed. This is a curiosity. It's Simpson Spring, you can't read it because it's too bright, coffee soda. Made with natural spring water. It's sparkling coffee soda, and I believe all it is black coffee. I think it has sugar in it.
Well, you have to, because it's the soda. You have to.
Yeah. It would be really nasty if it was just they took, like, cold black coffee and put, like, carbon dioxide.
I like my coffee black. Just like my metal.
Just like my metal. And this one, which you've apparently had before, and I'm excited because I love ginger sodas. This is...
It's a pretty strong ginger soda.
Cock and Bowl ginger soda.
Cock and Bowl.
Ginger beer, my bad. It's actually quite difficult to, like, put things on the screen because, it's backwards. But, yeah.
Oh, but on the back, it even has a little drink mixing recipe.
Oh, yeah. Jigger vodka,
Jigger vodka,
lime, ice cubes, and stir. So, unfortunately, we do not have vodka or limes, so we can't do that.
Yeah, we don't have any of that.
No.
And on my side, I've got Lester's Fixin's beer, not beer, but sodas. And here is bacon soda. Delicious.
That's gonna be a fun one.
Oh, I'm gonna love it. And then there's sweet corn.
Nice corn on the cob in a bottle.
And to top off our picnic soda, we've got Buffalo Wing soda. So
yeah.
Woo.
Buffalo Wing. I'm not sure if I can do those. I mean, I'm sure they're, like, sweet and all. Yeah.
Y'all get your fix.
Y'all get your fixins.
Y'all get your fixins.
So do we want to break into these?
Let's do it. I want.
Okay, so weird first or normal first? Our palate will probably be ruined if we do the weirds last, but then again, it's...
I say we top off the normals with the cock and bowl.
Okay,
and then
you think that's a good
because
finisher?
Because that'll wash the palate a little bit.
All right. So how about we alternate, starting with one of these. So which one should we do the most innocuous?
I want to do the corn first.
Okay,
I want to save the bacon. I want to save the bacon for last because
I
love bacon. I'm a man who loves his bacon.
All right. Ooh. It opens. Oh, it's open. All right. Pour some. Alrighty. That's enough. That's enough. You don't need to do so much. We have lots to taste here. Oh my god. It smells like corn.
Oh my god. Lester went all out on these.
Lester. Alright, ready? You ready?
Let's do this.
Okay. Alright. It's manageable. It's... Oh, God. I shouldn't have drank that much.
I'm sorry, I poured you a lot.
Oh, I tried to take too much. I literally almost barfed. It's just so overpoweringly sweet.
It is very sweet. It's got a very corny aftertaste.
Yeah. This is like what high fructose corn sugar is like in your nightmares.
I'm gonna have a little bit more.
Oh,
just a little bit.
I'm not gonna finish this, dude. I'm gonna dump it out. Hold on. You can keep drinking it if you want, but
I know I'm a weirdo. I'm a man who loves his corn, and by gum, it is Lester's Fixins. Go out and buy this. Soda.
Jesus Christ!
It is.
If the others are more disgusting than that, then I don't.
Oh, if Lester knows how to do flavors as good as the corn, I can't wait for the bacon. I love it. I'm gonna save this for later.
I almost started crying there. Oh man. I don't know why it was so bad. It's sweet and it's not like
it's a little bit too overwhelming for you.
I just think it's really, really sweet and like it's like having like it's like basically like taking a bowl of like corn and just like packing it into your mouth.
Yeah, like the powdered corn.
It's just like corn mush, and you just like shove it in your mouth, and you like
mixed with sugar, a little bit of sugar.
And you just like
syrup.
fill your mouth with it till like your cheeks are bulging. So that's what it feels like to me.
Condensed into a liquid form.
Okay, I'm glad we're doing palate cleansers. So next is Coca-Cola, and hopefully this will be a little more normal.
Taste like dick. Not that I would know anything.
Not that you would know anything about dick tasting.
No, I wouldn't know anything about that.
You want to smell it?
It smells like a cola, alright.
Yeah, pretty much. I can probably safely have a little more of this one.
Alright.
So, ready? Alright. Yeah. Yeah, it's nice.
It's a straight cola.
It's cola. It doesn't really taste like Pepsi. It doesn't really taste like Coke either.
If Pepsi and Coke were to have a bastard child, this would be it, I think. Because
it's neither Pepsi nor Coke, but it's very much like Pepsi and Coke. I mean,
if you're a Pepsi man, you'll say, "Oh my God, this tastes just like Pepsi," or like a weaker.
I'm sure my girlfriend would be rolling her eyes because she thinks all colas taste the same and all lemon lime sodas taste the same.
They don't. It's totally different.
It's totally different. Oh, this is great. This is what I needed. I'm gonna have a little more of that because
you go ahead.
I can still taste some corn.
I like this corn. I'm weird.
You are weird. Why do you keep drinking it? Oh my God.
Oh Jesus! It just hit me.
Did you have too much for once?
Don't drink it in copious amounts.
I know that was my problem. I was like, "There's so much left. I need to like have a." I basically just like plugged my nose and tried. I was like holding my nose shut and trying to drink a bunch of it at once, and it doesn't work. It does not work. That's when I almost threw up.
Oh damn. Okay.
I'm really, really scared now.
All right, we're up to the Buffalo Wing Soda.
Luckily, the bathroom was just a hop and a skip over. Need help?
Bastard,
Use your shirt. Oh, that worked for me. I couldn't use this thing. I used my shirt.
It's gonna rip my shirt apart.
Do you want me to use my shirt?
Yeah, because mine's very, very thin. It's already tearing the fabric.
Okay. Sorry about that.
I have very, very thin shirt. I figured I'd be visiting San Fran, so gotta do that.
Why a thin shirt? Why a thin shirt?
I don't know.
And I got it. Just barely.
Alright.
I don't want to smell it.
I'm gonna smell it.
Go ahead.
It's got an orange smell.
Really?
Smell it, I swear to God. It's got an orangey smell.
Like rotten orange?
Yeah. A ripened orange. Alright, well, here, I'll go easy on you now.
Please, very little. I'm probably only going to do like a sip. Okay.
You can do this.
I don't know, man.
Try it.
Bottoms up. Oh, God.
Whoa! There it went.
Be right back again.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus Christ. Oh, my God.
Lightweight. Okay, well, before he gets back, this is a sucker punch right here. I'll tell you that. I mean, it's got like an over-ripened orange kind of a taste at first, but then like this absolute snap of ginger just explodes in your mouth all of a sudden, and I was like, it took a while for me to register it, but then, and I could feel it on my breath too. It's like I'm gonna breathe fire, like.
And I should have gotten some crackers.
You should have gotten some crackers to really. I'm gonna try one more sip, like, because the initial shock hopefully wore off, so I can get a better view of the flavor. For entertainment, I suppose.
Dude, I honest to God, like, dry heaved 4 times. This is ridiculous. Do you need to go this time? I don't want you to puke on my desk, bro.
I got it.
Why did I decide to do this? Why?
We're gonna torture ourselves. You know?
Why did I do it?
Woo, YouTube, yeah. More viewers that way, I suppose.
No, we won't get more viewers.
Yeah.
Everyone will be like, you guys are so pathetic.
Yeah. On to the next one. Let's try up some coffee to perk us back up, huh?
Okay. Alright. I am recovering.
God damn, that orange, like overripe orange, has burning aftertaste. I can feel it right here in my throat. Like,
This one doesn't smell so good either.
Seriously? I think I should wash my cup out, but whatever. Go ahead.
Do you want it?
Nah, go ahead.
Okay.
Alright.
At least I like coffee, as opposed to buffalo wings.
Alright, let's do this. One more.
It's not very good coffee. I don't know, it's just weird for coffee.
Yeah, you wouldn't... The carbonation and the coffee flavor do not go together.
No. I mean, it's sweet, but not in a, like, Starbucks way, you know. It's...
Like,
And it has some weird smell or taste to it that I can't identify.
You know when you go to a restaurant, you know those little caramel drops they'll give you at the end of at the end of your meal? That's what it tastes like.
Those taste way better than this.
I mean, I'm just saying it kind of has that faint caramel taste to it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like add carbonation. Like, why don't you next time you go to one of those restaurants, if you want some of this Simpson Spring stuff, you can go just get some sparkling water and be done with it. Now, the one I'm personally excited for, but I know Paul's gonna heave.
I can't do it, man.
We finally have the bacon.
And my name's Water, you asshole.
Bleep it. We'll post edit. Alright, Mr. Water.
I can taste like every soda.
Oh. Where'd the cap go? Oh, there it went. Here. Hold this for me.
I don't want to hold it.
I dropped the cap. So, here we go. Okay. Do you want to skip out on it?
I'm going to skip unless you have a very positive response.
Okay, well, I personally love bacon. I'm a bacon man, so...
Okay, let it be known that I pussied out on the bacon soda. And I'm not ashamed to admit it.
Oh boy, I don't know anymore.
I'm going to give you a clear path to the bathroom in case you need to go.
Alright. Bottoms up, Lester.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. There's no way in hell. Oh my god.
Oh! It's like burnt bacon.
Oh, yeah, I'm so glad I did not do that.
Oh god.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Okay, I can take... Oh, I put my pants back on, by the way.
Yeah.
I had to. Freaking... Oh. No, it tastes like burnt bacon with a bunch of, like, the old bacon fat poured on top. And give me some of this.
Really? The coffee?
Here.
Did you rinse your cup out?
No, I didn't even rinse
then
my
go
cup
rinse
out.
it.
Here, crack open the cock and bowl.
Okay.
Because I need to...
This is a
Don't
disaster.
do the bacon on this one. Oh.
I had no idea they were going to be this bad.
Oh, lordy.
Hi, guys.
That is one of the nastiest things I've ever had.
I did not have the foresight to get crackers like wine snobs do.
Oh, this isn't wine.
It's nowhere near as good as wine.
Yeah, do it for a prank. Or I don't even know if you should do this for a prank. It is
Like, honest to God, what's that shit?
the brainwash.
Brainwash is like 10 times more palatable than any of those.
I can take the sweet corn, a little bit of the buffalo, but the bacon.
The bacon. My God, the bacon.
I'm gonna need. Oh man, I can still taste it.
Which, by the way, if you haven't heard of Brainwash, you should check it out because it's disgusting, but it's really fun.
Yeah, it's hot. It's got this jalapeno.
Yeah, it's jalapeno oil in it.
Yeah, it's got jalapeno oil in it,
and it stains everything blue. Mm-hmm. It stains your tongue and teeth blue. It's crazy.
Just hurry up and pour some.
Okay, so ginger beer, cock and bowl.
Mm-hmm. I've had this stuff before, and it's it can be very strong.
So
and it'll definitely wipe out our palates.
I hope so.
Trust me, it will. I've done this before.
My eyes hurt from crying.
Alright, let's do this.
Oh, sweet release.
Oh. Very, very gingery.
Oh my God. I think this is the clear winner. Mm-hmm. This is delicious, man.
Ooh.
And yeah, you're right, it is pretty strong.
Yeah, it is. It's not overpowering unless you just chug it, but
it's good.
It's good.
And those sad memories of all the others are kind of washing away.
That's why I wanted to do the last one, or that one last.
Oh God. I have no idea if anybody is in the stream for that. I'm gonna have to probably do some posts to make us less loud when I was like yelling. But anyways,
stay away from the bacon. Lester's Fixins.
Are you gonna recommend any of Lester's Fixins?
Maybe the sweet corn if you're really a big corn fan, because I love corn personally. I absolutely adore corn.
I'm actually not really a big fan of any of those three flavors. I like corn on the cob with butter. And salt. And that's about it. I don't like microwavable, corn bits.
I usually go for any sort of corn. And definitely corn on the... It's definitely got that sweet corn taste to it.
I don't like buffalo wings. I don't like most bacon anymore, honestly. So...
I've had chocolate bacon, and I've had a bacon... there's a place called Taylor's off Taylor Road in Rockland, California. They serve hundreds of different flavors of shakes, and one of them is a bacon-flavored shake. And
they get it right. Shake?
Yeah, they have a bacon shake, and it works it works with the vanilla creamy flavor, because that's what bacon's really good with. Is it's good with a cream or a vanilla-ish kind of a thing.
I just can't see it being tasty at all, but you know, that's just me. So, oh man, I can still smell some of those.
Ginger wiped it all out completely for me.
Maybe it's just your breath or something. I don't know. Nah, I think it's lurking beneath the ginger. Do you want some more?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
All right. So while we're enjoying more ginger beer, shall we?
I think it's time for the music break.
Time for the music break,
and we're gonna have to recover. I'm gonna try to find something to eat that will help.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna throw those away. And probably the coffee too. I'm not a big fan of the coffee. I think. Do you like the coffee?
It's bland. It's really bland.
I'm probably gonna toss out all these. Keep the Coca-Cola in the cock and bowl. Funnily enough, the cock flavors were the best.
Go figure.
Go figure. I know, right? So, let's see. The music break this week, I don't have my shtick up. And by the way, I forgot to do the shtick. Our website's redwater.show.podomatic.com. Our email is redwater.show@gmail.com. And we actually did get a spam email. I might pull it up later. We can read it.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, it was a spam email. It was very amusing. And you can also find these episodes, which you're probably watching right now anyways, at youtube.com/xexyzl. We air live Mondays, 2 to 3 p.m. I know we started late, but that was because he had to drive here. We had to park. We had to get everything set up. We have this special setup today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had to finagle a few things. You can't see it, but...
Yeah, it's a mess. Well, not a mess, but it's difficult. And I keep falling out of the frame.
I'm trying to scoot over as much as I can for you. Like,
it's just my... Alright, this is better, actually. This is a lot better. Alright.
There you go.
Battery. Okay. You're not being hardcore today.
West Side or hang loose.
I'll lend you a metal shirt for when we go to the show.
Alright.
Our music break is actually related to something we're doing today.
Oh, yes. Because tonight...
The reason he came here, actually, was for this concert.
Yes. And to pick your lazy ass up to take you home
to
for
take me
Thanksgiving.
home. Instead of, taking the Amtrak. Mm-hmm. So, we're going to see V&V Nation. If you've never heard of them, they were based first in Ireland and England, and now they're in Germany, I believe. And they started out as like EBM, kind of industrial, and they eventually morphed into this...
I tasted the corn and bacon.
Okay. Oof. They morphed into something they call future pop, which is like EBM, trance, pop music, synth pop. It's very like melodic and stuff. Mm-hmm. This is off their newest album, which they're touring for, called Automatic. And this is Control, which is not my favorite from the track. It's from the album. It's very like dancey. It was made for like to be like a club single. Mm-hmm. The rest of the album is very different. But they released it for free, so
we won't get sued.
Yeah. So, hope you enjoy V&V Nation's Control. We'll see you in about 5 minutes.
Later.
Until I should die, until I should break, not a god, not a devil my soul shall take. If I should lie to betray myself, then I would damn myself and my soul forsake. I don't want 15 minutes, want a whole lot more. Don't want to suffer the fools and the spoils of war. I don't want 15 minutes or a reason why. I want a stainless steel road stretching off to the sky. Sentiment, want, or hate on my mind. No crimes of passion nor obsessions in kind. No old restraints or momentary thrill. No blood on my hands, no time to kill. I want more body, I want more soul. Flick the switch to automatic, I want control. I want control. control. Control.
Welcome back to the Redwater Show. We managed to find some Ritz crackers. Do you want one?
Oh, thank you. Yes, please.
I was like, we don't have any crackers in this apartment anywhere, and I could really use some crackers. But thank God I actually noticed this big box of Ritz. So, luckily we have some palate cleansers.
Thank you. And I got some Grapenstein. Grape soda.
Yeah. We picked up a bunch of those. We picked up like, I think it was like 8 or 9 packs of the orange soda. They're like 6 packs for $1 each at the Lucky's grocery store, like right after Halloween. And they're great. We've had so many of those.
They're grape.
That one's grape, but we mostly got orange because we prefer orange. But I know you like grape soda, so you're free to have those.
I know.
And I know it's unprofessional to eat on the air, but I don't care.
As you were pouring that bacon soda,
I had my nose plugged.
As he was pouring that bacon, like this giant waft of the burnt bacony crap just went whoosh up in my face, and I was like, "Oh!"
Yeah, I knew all of them were going to smell terrible, so
I just teared up at that.
Yeah, I was holding my nose closed like this.
Oh.
Okay, so I guess we'll just do some Yahoo answers. Yeah,
I know. I need to get my mind off of that.
We just need to do something normal. Okay. The Joy writes, if I exchange spit with an Italian girl, drink vodka the same night, am I whitened a little?
Right after we're done drinking shit.
I love the answer, too. The first answer, like, no, I do not think it is as easy as that, and plus I doubt they would accept you.
Oh, man.
I don't understand, really, but... Do you understand?
Are you black, or are you Mexican?
There's not
Spanish?
a whole lot of context in here. You know what I mean? We could use some context, and exchange spit with an Italian.
You are now slightly Italian/Russian, if that makes any sense now.
Yeah. Italian, Russian. Are you white? Well, yeah, we have no idea what
White a little.
you...
Now, if you drink bleach, that... excuse me, that would be perfect. Oh god, it tastes like corn! Ah!
This is going to be hard to get over, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Do you want more Crackerish?
I'll be good for now.
Okay,
Let's move on to the next
Let's move
question.
on. Do you want to read the next one?
Alright, from Miami Sun. Am I being unappreciative of freedom for thinking that societies with love, divorce, are better than the West? I mean, if you look at countries like Germany, Wales, etc.
Countries like Wales.
Okay, the country of Wales. Okay, divorce is so high. This is not good for the kids or women, since both need security in knowing that their man won't decide to break up with them BC of falling out one love. And wanting, that's what it reads, and wanting to marry a younger woman or because of lack of compromise. In countries like Kenya, Trinidad, etc., marriage is considered something for life, which I like, especially as a woman. Thus, I am discouraging freedom. I just feel that the divorce is bad and sick unless it's really needed. Here in the West, people don't know jack about what marriage is, and I don't feel others should follow these ways. What do you say? Additional details. Should be... Okay.
Screw this person, because I think they're an asshole. They're probably trolling, honestly. Mm-hmm. I can't believe that anyone would, like... It's actually kind of come up a lot on Yahoo Answers. I just don't usually pick them out, because it's, like, either legitimate, like, Muslims or something, like, posting, like, oh, the West is so, like, decadent, look at all this stuff.
The divorce rates are so high,
this
like,
kind of thing.
1 in 2 marriages fail.
And I always think they're, like, trolling, so I don't usually pick them out. Or if they're serious, then I just don't want to, like, touch religion too much, you know?
And it's very sticky.
But this
is great.
Honestly, like, oh, golly gee, you'd rather live in Kenya than Germany. Good for you, I guess.
That's pretty... I'd love to live in Germany, or even Sweden. I love Sweden.
Or Scandinavia, yard.
The fjords, yeah.
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 That would be cool. I think the problem here is not divorce. The problem is marriage. And what people think marriage... Like, I think, in general, both the West and the whatever you want to call the places that don't have divorce, they both think of marriage as the same thing. Like, they have this idealistic idea of it's monogamous for life. And that's unrealistic. The only difference is they actually stick to that, even though it's not good for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even through thick and thin, like, Japanese couples, although they're divorcing more nowadays, I know Japanese couples, they'll stick together even if they're miserable.
And they're often not married out of love anyways.
Yeah, they're not really
They're usually arranged marriage. I'm pretty sure that's changed now, but it was fairly common up until recently.
Yeah, recently now they've been getting a lot more divorces. Like, they've been doing divorce ceremonies just skyrocketing.
So, really, like, what was I gonna say? The sign that it's like saying, well, look at those fundamentalist Christians. They're married for life.
Yeah.
That's a successful marriage. No, it's not. They're probably miserable. Or at least the wife is, because, they live in a patriarchal society, but...
Yeah.
Like, as a woman, you're happy about this? You're happy about marrying for life, even if you end up, like, hating the person?
Next one.
That's why I think it's a troll, honestly. If they were women, they just wouldn't be that stupid. Oh god, this is a long one.
I haven't... You've been able to screen these. I haven't seen these at all yet.
Let's just do this one.
Okay, yeah, I like this one.
Envy Huggins. Why do guys get hard when a girl touches them? When I say touch, I don't mean on their penis. I mean just touch them. Like, I'll sit in my boyfriend's lap out of nowhere. And zing! I'll be like, whoa, haha, and he'll just blush. Winky face. So what is it that turns a guy on? Just out of curiosity. Winky face. Something.
Well, obviously, when you sit on them and wiggle. Okay.
You're not actually touching them, though, are you? If you're sitting on their lap? Unless you're naked.
Yeah, unless you're naked. Are you doing this naked? Like...
That would make sense.
Oh, that would really make sense. I mean, although even if you're clothed, I mean, the guy will imagine, like, oh, geez, because he can feel the weight and
here's
you
the
against
thing.
him.
Like, pressure and friction... That's actually the only answer you need.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know what the big mystery is here.
Now, unless this guy is, like, really, really excited all the time, like, jizz in my pants kind of a thing. Like, you touch him, and suddenly he just blows his
Does he have a premature ejaculation problem?
Maybe. Who knows? But...
Out of nowhere! Zing!
Out of nowhere.
No, it's not out of nowhere, it's out of you sitting on him.
You're sitting on his lap. I don't know. I mean, just because, I slide this pole in between your legs, you're gonna get turned on, or... just out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
That'll just happen.
Like, I push your clit, and out of nowhere! Get horny. Oh my god.
God, how does that work?
Alright, you want me to read this one?
Alright, Craver writes in and says, I've been punched in the face by an adult. Can I claim charges against him? Here's the story. Okay, guys, here's the story. I was going to my car after high school with my friends. I got in and drove towards the exit of the parking lot. However, a white minivan Dodge Chrysler was also trying to leave, but I had the right of way, since I was getting close to the exit and basically cut him off. I got on the parking lot and waited for the signal to turn green. While waiting, a black man, nigga, came up and banged on my window and he yelled some expletive at my face. To never do that.
Asterisk.
He yelled a bunch of they were just flying out of his mouth, asterisks everywhere. To never do that again. Cutting. Before he left, he punched me in the face and went back to the white Dodge minivan, which was the car I had cut off. According to my friend, he knew the name and age of that guy. He's 18 and I'm 17. Can I claim charges against him? Adult punching minor. I only have witnesses.
You only have witnesses.
I think that's good enough if you've got some witnesses under your belt.
That's all you got is witnesses. You don't got any... I don't know what else you'd have, but... DNA evidence of his fist on your face.
If there's cameras around, that'd even prove your case even more. But I think the question is whether he can press legal charges being underage.
Yeah, for sure. Or he can get his parents to.
Yeah, you can just get your parents to do it.
Problem, though, he banged on the window and then punched him in the face. Did he roll down his window after he banged on it?
Why would you do that? Why would... Yeah, Holy crap.
That's either he punched through the window into his... That would be crazy.
Dude, I'd want to meet this guy then, because he can punch through. Oh, dude. I don't know if I'd sue him after that. I'd be too scared to do that.
You'd be too scared.
Because he'll be able to punch right through the jail bars and just rip them apart like the Hulk. And be like, yeah, I will escape and find you, Kata.
I forgot to load up my Immortal.
Oh, okay, good thing. We're like.
You think we should be doing it?
What time? How are we doing for time?
If you look right there, we're at about 46 minutes.
Okay, so. we got time.
All right, I think this is a chapter 1,
Chapter 21.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep, we got this.
Alright, so we want to do one more question and then do Am I Immortal?
Alright, let's do it.
Alright, this is a long one. We might cut it off when we get enough info. I'm sick of Disenchanty3D _girl.
You know, those
Right.
girl, G-U, girl.
I'm sick of my best friend being so overly critical about my boyfriend/dates. What do I say to her? Every time I get a new boyfriend or start dating someone, my best friend will make it very obvious, rudely, I may add, like fake gagging or just constantly tearing them apart. Oh, wow. They should press charges. And just being really inappropriate. That she doesn't like them. Or that she hates them. This has gone on for the last 3 guys I've seen, all of which were fine. The one she said would ditch me didn't. There just wasn't a spark, so it didn't go anywhere. The one before that, she just made a huge deal of how she hates him because he's annoying and useless. Now there's Kev. I've liked him since I met him, but he had a girlfriend, so I just, went on with life. I had never heard her say anything about him other than her complaining once, "Hatat, he can't carry a tune in a bucket." That was my favorite phrase.
Carry a tune in a bucket.
Then at work the other day, he asked me out on a date. I didn't need the coworker dating lecture. We worked completely different shifts. He'd just come in to check his schedule. Then all I hear is, "You're going on a date with him? He's such a player. Why would you do that? But he's so annoying," and on and on. And every time it came up, I get a text from him, she did that fake gag thing. Alright, it's hard to know, we don't have her perspective, so I don't know how, actually, maybe you have, just really bad perception of who's a good guy.
Yeah, either you are just looking way too much for cock, or this girl doesn't want you to get any, from what I can see, because... Okay.
Oh, I know. She's a lesbian and super jealous.
That could be it.
That I never even thought of that when I first heard it. So,
that could be it.
That could be a very slim chance, but possible.
Okay, well, you could ask her. Have you ever asked her directly? What kind of a guy?
Yeah, what kind of relationships does she have? Does she have guy friends, boyfriends?
Yeah, does she have a boyfriend? Has she ever dated anybody? Because honestly, you should ask her. Well, you do better, and see what she says. And if she doesn't say anything, or if she says, "Well, I want you, honey," then
go for it.
Then I want video. Okay.
Have fun. Another relationship crisis solved. All right.
Another one in the bucket.
So, do you want me to read this chapter? It's
all you, man.
Okay, you do the author's note.
All right, for our continuing My Immortal, we are on chapter 20. For the author's note, I said I don't care what you think. Step up flamin', okay, prepses. One thanks to Raven for the help. Oh yeah, BTW. I'll be on vacation on Transylvania for the next 3 days, so do not expect updates.
You mean updates?
Updates.
All day I wondered what the surprise was. Meanwhile, I popped on a black leather midi, a black corset with purple lace stuff all over it, and black gothic compact boots. MCR were going to do the concert again, since Volksamort had taken over the last one. I slit my wrists while I moshed to MCR in my bedroom all night, feeling excited. Suddenly, someone knocked on the door while I was trying on some black clothes and moshing to fang you for the venom. I got all mad and turned it off, but sacredly I hopped inside that it was Draco so we could do it again. What the effing L are you doing? I shouted angrily. It was Lupin! Are you gonna come rape me or what? I yelled. I was allowed to say that because Dumbledore had told us all to be careful around him and Snap, since he was a pedo.
She said, come.
No, actually, get it? Axhell. Can I please borrow some condemns? He growled angrily. Yeah, so you can F your 6-year-old girlfriend, huh? I shouted sarcastically. Effer, he said, gawing away. Well, anyway, I put on some black eyeshadow, black eyeliner, and some black lipstick and white foundation. Then I gasped. Snake and Lupin were in the middle of the empty hall. Them were effing preps. BTW, Snake is moved to Gryffindor now. WTF is that? Why you wanted condoms? I asked sadistically.
I think you skipped something.
I did?
Yeah, then I gasped. Snake and Lupin were the middle of the empty hall doing it, and Dobby was watching them.
Oh, wow. That adds a lot of context to the situation.
They're
and Dobby was watching.
Screwing in the hall with Dobby watching, just with a sock.
Only you wouldn't give them to me, Lumpkin shouted angrily.
What?
Well, you should have told me, I replayed. You dimwit. Snake began to shoot angrily, and then I took out my black camera and took a pic of them. You could see that they were naked and everything.
Naked and everything.
Well, excuse me, Princess. They both shouted angrily. What was that all about? It was to blackmail you, I snarked. So now next time you see me doing it with my boyfriend, you can't effing rat me out, or I'll show this to Dumbledore. So F off, you bastards. I started to run. They chased me, but I threw my wound at them, and they tripped over it. Well, anyway, I went outside, and there was Vampire, looking extremely effing hot. WTF, where'd Draco? I asked him. Oh, he's being a effing bastard. He told me he wouldn't come. Vampire said, shaking his head. You want to come with me to the concert? Then he showed me his flying car. I gasped. It was a black car. He said his dog father, Sirius Black, had given it to him. That's strangely accurate, actually. His dog father. The license plate on the front said MCR 666 on it. The one on the back said NB on it. I gasped. We flew to the concert hall. MCR were there, playing. Vampire and I began to make out, moshing to the music. I gasped, looking at the band. I almost had an orgasm. Gerard was so effing hot. He began to sing Helena, and his beautiful voice began to fill the hall. And then I heard some crying. I turned and saw Draco crying in a corner.
Oh. Poor Draco.
Poor Draco.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least we know Snap and Lupin are gay for each other, and Dobby was watching. He likes to watch.
Dobby likes to watch.
Dobby's
a creeper.
Dobby likes to watch.
No, Dobby likes to watch.
Oh, man.
Master.
Okay.
Do you want to read the next one?
You lead in with the author's
Okay,
note.
author's note. F you, okay? You
Foking.
Suck.
Foknung.
It's not my fault if it's spelled wrong, okay? Cause that bitch Ravern, cause it fought you preps. One whoops saws Raven fangs for the help. BTW Transylvania rocks rad. I even got to go to the castle where Dracola was flimed.
Where Dr. Cola was filmed.
Where Dr. Cola was flimed.
Okay. Later, we all went in the skull.
Okay.
Draco was crying in the common room. Draco, are you okay? I asked in a gothic voice. No, I'm not, you effing bitch, he shouted angrily. He stated to run out of the place in a suicidal way. I stated to cry because I was afraid he would commit suicide.
Didn't he already commit suicide?
It's okay, NOB, said Vampire comfortingly. I'll make him feel better. You mean you'll go F him, won't you? I shouted angrily. Then I ran to get Draco. Vampire came too. Draco, please come, he began to cry. Tears of blood down his pale face. I was so turned on because I love sensitive bi guys. If you're a homophone, then... if you're a homophone, then F off. And then we heard some footsteps. Vampire got on his black invincibility cloak. His black invincibility cloak. We both got under it. We saw the janitor Mr. Norris there, shouting angrily with a flashlight in his hand. "Who's there?" he shouted angrily. We saw Filth come. He went under the invisibility cloak and started to meow loudly. "Is anyone there?" yelled Mr. Norris. "F you! No, F you preppy little poser son of an effing bitch," Vampire said under his breast, in a disgusted way. Excuse me, who said that?" yelled Mr. Norris. Then he heard Filch meow. "Filch, is there anyone under the cloak?" he asked. Filth nodded. Who's Filth?
I think she mixed up Filch and Mrs. Norris. I think thinks Filch is the cat and Mrs. Norris is the caretaker.
And then Vampire Frenched me. He did it just as Mr. Norris was taking off the cloak. "What the?" he yelled, but it was too late, because we were running away from him. And then we saw Draco crying and busted into tears, and slitting his wrists outside the school. "Draco," I cried, "are you okay?" "I guess, though," Draco weeped. We went back to our coffins Frenching each other. Draco and I decided to watch Lake Placid. See, isn't that depressing? On the gothic red bed together. As I was about to put in the video, my eyes rolled up, and suddenly I had a vision of something that was happening now. There was a knock on the door, and Fug and the Mystery of Magic walked into the school.
Fug? Who the hell is Fug?
He's from the Mystery of Magic. Quick, Velma! Get the mystery machine!
It's from the Mystery of Magic. Chapter 20 had lots of clothes, which I always enjoy, because I love clothes. This one, it really captures the drama of Harry Potter whenever they're hiding under invisibility cloak, which seems to happen every movie.
These are invincibility cloaks.
Invincibility.
So they can't die. So
they're invincibility cokes. So you drink the coke and you become invincible.
Oh shit! Give me some of that Coca-Cola.
Yeah, give me that.
Damn.
You should have some of that Coca-Cola.
Invincibility cola.
That's invincibility cock.
Invincible cock.
Invincible cock.
Sturdier than a lumberjack.
Ah, that cock and bowl, by the way. That's strong stuff. I was just like breathing it in, and it was like
it just permeates you.
Yeah. Well, we're at 59 minutes-ish, so we could wrap it up if we want. The video is at 19 gigabytes.
Woo!
That's great.
You're going to have to run some compression on that right there, ain't you?
Yeah. Or we could just keep BSing and go for like an hour and a half.
What do you want to talk? What do you want to talk about, bro?
Well, I was considering continuing our discussion yesterday about Twilight.
Oh, yes. In case you have been living under a rock in another dimension.
Yeah.
Twilight, the newest...
Breaking Dawn Part 1.
Part freaking 1 came out.
The Twilight Saga, Breaking Dawn Part 1.
Out of 2.
Yes.
2.
It's an epic, much like Harry Potter, that cannot be contained in one movie.
Oh yeah, because this is quite the epic that is padded to hell.
Yes, you watched the Spoonie review, so we've both seen the Spoonie review now.
I've seen the vlog for Spoonie, but I haven't actually seen it. I'm waiting for riff tracks because
I saw it on opening night, midnight, with my girlfriend, and that was fun. That was fun. If you're a Twilight hater, I recommend you go watch Spoonie One's vlog of it. You just go to SpoonieExperiment.com. It's like vlog Breaking Dawn.
Plug.
Yeah. When I saw it, I had a few impressions. It's very interesting how this movie is kind of more divisive in some ways than the other movies.
Didn't you say technically, like, the cinematography for this movie?
Yeah, I said the cinematography was really good, and I wish I had like screenshots to show you, but there aren't really many.
Why don't we edit them in?
If I can find some, I'll put them on. But basically, whenever they're not sitting around talking, you'll generally see some really nice stuff. The special effects are still pretty bad for the wolves, especially.
Oh yeah. He was. There was
Spoonie
some mentioning.
was really. He he's always disliked the wolf special effects. And I have to say, the scene where the wolves get together and they have this angry meeting about the dampier that Bella's going to have, it's just so funny because, like, their voices, it's like all of them are yelling in these really filtered wolf voices with, like, growls and stuff added in the mix. So, like, they're growl yelling. And it's just so funny to listen to. It's
they're growl
so
yelling.
Yeah.
They're growl yelling. I like it.
The wolves are, like, growling the whole time, and they're also, you hear their voices, like, telepathically yelling. It's just so stupid.
So, werewolves have telepathy.
Well, yeah, that's how they talk, apparently. I don't know. But yeah, the movie is... Cinematography's great. The cinematographer for this also won an award, Academy Award for cinematography for Pan's Labyrinth, which I haven't seen. But apparently it was really good.
Oh, Pan's Labyrinth, yeah. If you like weird, creepy stuff that actually has some good context, check it out. Check it out. You'll really like it. That's all I'm going to say about that right now.
And the story, I've read most, maybe half of the first book. You read the whole of the first book.
I read the whole of the first book, and I think it was pretty true to the movie.
Really? You remember?
There was a whole lot of nothing.
I don't know. A lot of people said, like, the first 3 movies especially were not accurate to the books very much.
I disagree with that, because I was reading it, and I could not get through, like, 3 chapters without taking a break and doing something fast-paced, because it's so slow.
Yeah, I read it. I read a bunch of it when I was really bored on a break.
It was like you flip through it and there's just nothing there.
I think I got to around the time when she gets, like, rescued by him in Portland, was it? Right? Or not Portland, but
when she's cornered by some thugs and, like, he drives in with his car.
I think I got around that far, and up till then,
it's handled a little bit better than the book. In the book, I'll admit.
Yeah,
but even so,
the book was just like, and I'm sure this is probably how it is in the rest of the books. It's a lot of talking and, like, day-to-day crap, and
there's a lot
character
of
building.
Yeah,
in quotes, character building, and, like, setting building, and that kind of stuff.
Like, it divulges more of the classmates' personalities in the first book, and, like, the inner circle of friends. Like, the first, like, 100 pages is all her, like, going to school every day. Mm-hmm. That's about it. So, I don't know, like, how it happens in the book, but honestly, as Spoonie pointed out, this movie could have been one movie. There's just not enough, like, you could easily cut out an hour from this movie. It's like 2 hours long. You could cut out an hour from it. Isn't it like Twilight, the montage movie?
Yeah, he said there were a lot of I didn't really notice all the montages, but they are there. They are there. I didn't think they were very noticeable. Like, I think what he means is, like, they would set something to music, some, like, crappy pop music I've never heard of. That's like indie rock pop music. I don't know. And they would do something, and they would go somewhere, and that kind of thing. But, like, yeah, the wedding, there's, like, the wedding, there's their, like, honeymoon and stuff, and then, once she gets pregnant, and, like, gets taken back to Forks, the movie just drags its ass to the finish line. It is, oh my god, it's just, like, an hour of them sitting around moping and, like, having these back and forths, like, it's a monster, it's a baby, it's a monster, it's a baby. Like,
pro-life, pro-choice,
pro-life, pro-choice. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Tastes great, less filling. Yeah, awesome.
And, like, they, like, it's like the werewolves are just, like, kind of shoehorned in there to have some conflict in this movie, like, some legitimate conflict, not just, like, Bella and Edward are, like, torn in their decision to have this baby. It's
yeah,
like,
we gotta have all the reinforcement in the world against this baby.
And this movie, like, further establishes Bella as, like, a Mary Sue. The world literally revolves around her. Mm-hmm. Like, the entire family is, like, shut in their house because, like, the werewolves are surrounding them, and all they, like, their entire existence is devoted to Bella now. Like, Carlisle doesn't go to work for a month. He doesn't go to the hospital to work for like a month. They just like locked in their house, basically. Because of Bella. Because Bella doesn't want to abort this demon fetus.
What about her dad?
Her dad is still by far the best character in the movie.
Is he still going out being a cop doing his rounds?
He's like... He should be like our anchor to this world, but they just don't show him enough, you know? He's like so much more believable than any other character. Like, I really do think the dad is the best character in Twilight, at least in the movies. I don't know about the books. Maybe there's more fleshed out side characters in the books.
The dad actually seems a little bit more like an asshole in the book to me, because he's trying to bait. Stephanie Meyer tries to make it sound like, at least from the first one. I don't know about the other three. Maybe he changes, but in the other books, or in the first book, the dad...
He seemed really like a non-character to me in the first book. Like, he was
sort of a non-character.
He had no, like, agency or anything.
Yeah, he was just a cop on duty that would, that had concern for his daughter, and maybe a little bit too much concern from Bella's point of view, because she wanted to...
Because she's a teenager.
Yeah,
so...
She wants to go out and make out with vampires, like all of us do,
But yeah, in this movie, he is completely in the dark about the vampires throughout the entire series, until I think in this next movie, like towards the end of Breaking Dawn, apparently, is when he finds out, sort of. Maybe. I think he does. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But he has no idea that the Cullens are vampires. And I don't think he has any idea that Jacob and the others are werewolves.
Yeah, and even though he really digs on Jacob's family...
yeah, he like hangs out with them all the time and stuff. He's great friends with Jacob's dad. So...
The Indian's... He's boss. I like him.
Yeah.
The Indian dude's cool.
Yeah, funny how, like, the adults are so much more interesting.
In fact, the entire supporting cast...
The supporting... people generally point this out, and I agree with Spoonie. And, like, the supporting cast is far more interesting than Bella and Edward. And Jacob. To varying degrees. But yeah, the dad... We see him a couple times. We see him at the wedding. We see him talking on the phone, like, 2 times throughout the movie, where he's, like, really concerned because, they never told him where they were going for their honeymoon. They didn't tell anyone where they were going for their honeymoon.
Yeah, they mentioned that.
Which is just, this is where it's so unbelievable. Like, I can't believe her dad would be okay with that. Not even knowing where in the world, like, not even knowing what continent they were going to for their honeymoon.
In the world is Bella and Edward.
Yeah. There's a lot to say about it, but, I mean, here's the thing I said, and this is my verdict. I come from the position of neutrality, I think. I'm not a hater. I don't hate Twilight just because...
After all we've bashed on it.
I wasn't bashing on it.
Well, okay, we were pointing out all the imperfections
And I'm sure, like, Sarah, my girlfriend, always tells me, oh, that stuff is all justified in the books. It's way better in the books. This is way better explained. This is all, like, there's all these plot contrivances are, like, explained in the book.
Sort of.
For all we know, we only read, like, the first book, so...
A lot of the plot twists are, at least in the first book, explained, but the rest of it is so bland, I kind of just glazed over most of it, unfortunately.
Yeah, but my perspective was, the first movie, it was alright. It was a movie. It had, like, it wasn't really that low budget, it was like $37 million, I think. It has the blue tint of everything.
It just looks like somebody
which is
kind of filter.
It's kind of love it or hate it. I think it fits.
I don't like it. I don't like the blue filter.
But the main difference is, wow, our bed music ran out.
Oh, we've been going on for quite a while.
Well, who gives a crap? This is a special show.
Yeah.
So the first 3 movies, to varying degrees, have a lot of unintentionally funny moments and intentionally funny moments. I think the third movie especially has a lot of very clever, funny stuff that was intentionally put in there. And they also have, I think the second one is the creme de la creme of the unintentionally funny stuff. Just because I think the second one is by far the worst of the movies. Like, from a technical aspect, and, like, in terms of, like, the technical, the soundtrack, everything. It's bad. And this one is just boring, kind of. It's just flat.
It's just there.
It's just there. It's like they just leveled everything. There's not as many, like, for the most part, the movie is very humorless, like, intentionally. It's supposed to be super serious and sad and stuff.
Because there's a baby and there's marriage and there's...
But there's not a lot I can remember from this movie. Like, the bulk of the movie is padding, like talking. And I don't remember much of those conversations. I remember a few things. I remember, like, the wedding. I remember them going to Rio and fucking. I'm not supposed to use that word. That's it. They just go and they fuck. And apparently, they didn't even make this very clear in the movie. Apparently, they did it more than once. I thought they just did it once, and then she got pregnant. But they had, like, this montage of them, like, playing chess and stuff and dicking around on the island. And apparently, they were having sex. But they made it look like she kept trying to get him to have sex with her, but he wouldn't. But apparently, in the book, they do it a lot more. So there's that. Then they like go back. She's pregnant, and she just starts looking worse and worse. Props to the makeup guy, as Spoonie said, for making her look terrible by the end of it.
Yeah, it looks like make her look like a zombie, apparently.
Yeah, she does look like dead, basically, by the end of it. And she does die, and then gets
resurrected through the magical properties of vampire venom.
Yeah. Then, like, so, and then, as I said, once she gets back to Forks with the fetus, it just drags, and I can't remember very much from that section. I remember the part where they give her the blood to drink, and
out of a cup.
Yeah, I remember the baby naming scene. That was so dumb, and Renesmee is the stupid name. And I remember the birthing scene was the most memorable because that was brutal for a PG-13 movie. Just like the sounds and like the blood. Oh, that was great. It was like, ah! Yeah, that kind of thing.
Oh, look, it's a baby.
Oh, it's a baby. Yeah.
Rosemary. Before he said it, I was thinking Rosemary's Baby. Rosemary's Baby, and he said it, and I was like...
I remember the imprinting scene, which was actually, as far as getting that idea across, I think it did it very well. Like, there's not much of a better way to get this idea across.
I'm gonna take your ginger beer.
And they tried to make it as uncreepy as possible, but it's still creepy. It's still creepy. He's still like a pedo. Seriously,
Jacob the pedo.
But I mean, it does show like her like growing up to like 17 or whatever.
17? Oh yeah.
Yeah, she becomes 17.
Still,
by the end.
Pedo wolf.
Yeah. Well, a phebophile technically, if they're 17. So yeah, there's just not a lot of funny stuff. There's not a lot of humor. There's not a lot of unintentional humor. There's not a lot of stuff.
Did you stay for the credits?
Yeah, I stayed. That was really funny. That ending scene with the really fey vampire council. They're like, oh my god. It was the hammiest acting I've ever seen in the Twilight series. It was so funny.
Let's go see what they're doing.
That's Carlisle with an S. Oh, honey, I can't wait to see what they're bringing us.
Daft Punk, start the music. Oh, wrong movie.
Daft Punk, lay those funky beats down. Yes. Give them something to groove to. That's it. Like, go see it if you love Twilight. Go see it if you love to hate on Twilight, but maybe not as much because it's not as easy to...
This one in particular.
This one is just not as easy to make fun of as the others, I don't think. If you're just meh like me, I don't think I wasted my time.
You gonna go see the second part when it comes?
Oh yeah,
out?
for sure, definitely. Like, I've done 4 already. Why not? It's.
God, there's something in my mouth.
I wouldn't see it again. I don't think without riff tracks. It would be a chore to sit through it a second time, just because I know all that happens, and all that happens can be explained in like 20 seconds. You know, like I did, and like. And like, what was it? Spoonie's explanation of the movie was they get married, they fuck, she has a baby.
That's it.
That's the movie. So if all you want to know is the plot, that's the plot. There you go.
All right.
And Jacob imprints on the baby.
Oh yeah,
So,
Jacob falls in love with the newborn.
That's it. And I think that'll be it for us because we are way over time.
We don't care.
We're gonna like fart around. I may help you with your essays or whatever.
Yeah, we
play
may
some Skyrim. Fucking
play some. Yeah, man. Let's do it.
Pee. Gotta have some snacks. It's gonna be great.
Right on.
So yeah, thank you for joining us for this very special episode of the Redwater Show.
Mm-hmm. And if you haven't turned us off in frustration already, we're glad you watched. Please go ahead and send in some letters, man. Mm-hmm. We're not going to riff on you.
No, we won't. And give us feedback about the video. If you like this kind of thing, we might be able to rig together some kind of video thing.
I'll have to buy a camera then.
Well, you have your laptop camera. You could maybe get like a side profile view of your face.
Maybe I should like put a mask on, put my gorilla suit on, and do the show.
Yeah.
Or dress like a pirate.
Okay.
I was thinking of doing that.
So anyways, our website is redwatershow.podomatic.com. Our email address, please email us, is redwater.show@gmail.com. And where you're probably watching this is youtube.com/xexyzl.
Yeah, we don't have the web space for our own videos yet.
Well, I mean,
maybe.
YouTube is my web space. And we'll see you again maybe next Monday. I might be swamped in like my final project for TPW, but
yeah, after Thanksgiving, all the projects just come flooding through.
We'll try to put something up somewhere, and we'll let you know when the next episode is.
All right, then.
We don't know. So yeah, thank you for joining us, and good night.
Later.
Or good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Bye.